Welcome to Business Chats with Debbie, where we talk big stories for small businesses. I'm your host, Debbie Warburton, and today I've got the lovely Netty and Jo. We've got two businesses going here. We've got Budeful, who's a ethically sustainable shop in Bude, and we've got Jo, who's a jewellery maker. So who've come together as a magic pairing because of their beliefs and their ethical background to collaborate.
Totally.
So can we talk a bit about, obviously, you've got your shop in Bude, which is sells ethical, sustainable products. What started that? Why did you want to go down that route?
It's an interesting question, Debbie. It was walking on the beaches early morning with my dogs and my lovely partner and seeing all the waste washed up along the shoreline.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I just thought, do you know what? We don't want to be a brand that contributes to the waste. We want to find a solution, be part of the solution, not the problem.
Yeah.
So then set about working with suppliers, using minimal packaging, sourcing people to work with who mirrored our own, sort of ethical standpoint and ways of working, really. So that's how it came to be. It was a kind of, walking on the beach. Yes, we want to do something about this.
Yeah, because I was talking to Roman in an earlier podcast, and I was saying about when I was a child, it was all glass bottles, plastic didn't exist. Do you know what I mean? Your toys that you got at Christmas were all wood, or do you know what I mean? Metal. There was all plush toys. There was no plastic, and then somewhere plastics come into the mix, and we're now a throwaway society, and we've got to revert back to the way we were before. Yeah. Otherwise, we're going to have no planet left.
Totally, and that's one of the other things about our brand is that we want to create pieces that people want to love and treasure for many years to come, and not contribute to that throwaway sort of mentality where someone goes, "Oh, I'm going to have a blue colour scheme in my lounge this year, but I'll change it to pink," and then everything gets thrown away. Yeah. We want to create some really lovely pieces that can be treasured for a long time, and that includes obviously our fantastic jewellery range.
I have seen some of your items. I'm like, oh my god, I do. Oh yeah, I do. And it's sold. Really?
Yes.
Getting there quick enough.
Yes. Well, we've got some more of our ceramics coming soon, so watch this space.
Yeah.
So, and Jo and I are obviously working on more ideas for the jewellery, which is gradually starting to grow, which is brilliant. It really is. So. And
then we've got Jo, who, yes, ethically, because you don't buy new gold or silver, do you? All yours is secondhand. Well, secondhand. People used to scream, do you know what I mean? Oh, I'm not buying secondhand. And then we've reverted back to that now, haven't we? So you melt it all down, old pieces of jewellery and the like, and make new pieces.
That's right. And obviously I do buy in silver and gold, but all of my suppliers have got that ethical standpoint too. And so it's recycled silver and gold. So it comes to me as new, but it's not been mined freshly or gone through that exploitative market. It's all ethically sourced as well.
Yeah. And you do make some beautiful pieces.
Thank you.
Yeah, and there's that special element as well, isn't it? That you have people in, you do your workshop, you have people in who can design the jewellery, and you work with them to make that individual piece.
Yeah, and some people come in and they don't really know what they want, so they're going through a design process without even realising it. And so they'll come in and we'll sit down and I'll talk about random things like their pets and what they love and what sort of clothes they wear and their style, and then all of a sudden we'll come out with a piece of jewellery that actually will suit them perfectly because we've spent time getting to know each other and working together.
Yeah, and that's where the collaboration comes in.
It did, absolutely. A lot of the inspiration for the collection that Jo and I have kind of collaborated on came from sort of seascapes, really, and walking on the beach, sunlight sort of slashing through the clouds, birds flying, all of those sorts of things, and bringing that sort of coastal sort of feel into it, but with a sort of Art Deco styling, because that's got a timeless quality to it, and we wanted to create a really sort of mid to high end range of jewellery that people could, again, sort of treasure for a long time and collect the pieces and go, these are just lovely, which they absolutely are. I mean, the craftsmanship is outstanding. So, and that's all down to Jo. That's fabulous.
It's been great to work with Netty because obviously Netty came to me and for me it was a bit out of my comfort zone because I normally come up with the ideas and guide it all, and Netty just went, right, this is what I want. And she'd got a sketchbook full of ideas and she said, I know what I want, I just don't know how to get it there.
Yeah.
And we sat and talked around it, and I brought some of my pieces and said, look, this is the quality that I work with. All of my work is that high-end quality, and I'm a real perfectionist, so nothing goes out of my studio unless I'm really happy with it. And sometimes it takes time, doesn't it? And I have to say, actually, there's been a bit of an issue, but I'm not letting it out until I'm really happy with this. But we sat in a cafe and we went through the designs, and we just fitted. I really understood what Netty wanted. She wanted the Art Deco feel with coastal quality, but also a bit of movement in the pieces. Obviously, she'd got the flat pictures and just didn't know quite how to make that happen in silver. So that's where I stepped in and went, right, okay, let's try this, and made a few mock-ups, and
it worked really well.
And we went backwards and forwards a bit, didn't we? And until we were both happy with the pieces that were going out.
And it's a wonderful story as well to share with people who are buying the jewellery, that they, for them to hear how it all came to be. I think people are really interested in that kind of thing, that the sort of backstory to how something's created. So it's really great to be here, talking with you, Debbie, about it. So thank you for the opportunity. Because
I'm quite happy. I'd sit here and chat all day, me. Do you know what I mean? I don't class this as work, and I class this as learning about other people and the businesses and what they do, because it's just chatting to me. Me and Karen Looker talked about chocolate and gin when we had ours, instead of interest rates and mortgages, but it's a nice topic to talk about, gin and chocolate, isn't it?
Totally.
So what? Jewellery, another nice thing to talk about.
Add to the mix. We also do some bits for men as well. It's not just for the ladies. We've got some cufflinks, which we spent a long time getting the sort of fitting right and making sure the quality was there, obviously. Which it is with Jo, obviously, but making sure.
Because men are a lot more picky, aren't they? Because they don't tend to wear jewellery. It might be just a wedding ring.
Yes.
And they don't tend to wear jewellery, do they, as much as women? So they're quite a bit more picky, I think men are on jewellery.
I actually, the cufflinks, I would say, and saying it's for men, but I'd say they're unisex as well. And if you've got a woman who in business who really wants to have a different way of showing jewellery and just wear a cuff shirt with them, there's no reason why not.
So where to now?
Where to now? Well, sky's the limit. Yes, pretty much. I mean, we've had some inquiries from America, looking at how we can expand the brand beyond the UK, and get the word out there. So I'm busy working on that at the moment, and part of that is I'll be doing a presentation at Penventon on the 29th of June with Your Partnerships, the fantastic Your Partnerships, which is how we all met, thanks to Brock and his hard work. So yes, I'm really excited about doing this presentation, and a few people are collaborating with me on a fundraiser, which I will share much more about, including yourself, Debbie, which is very, great. I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, I'm excited to share that out. So if you haven't got your tickets, I know they're selling really, really fast.
Okay.
Really fast. I think there's minimal numbers left.
I can't even believe we're in June yet.
I know, it's crazy. I was with Brock, and he said, if people haven't got their tickets, we were at our Bude meeting, and he just said people need to get them. It's selling like hotcakes, so it should be a good one.
Yeah, I haven't got my ticket yet. I'll have to do it when I finish these podcasts. I'll get it done.
Get online, get them booked.
I tend to sit at the end of the month and then go for the next month. Do you know what I mean? What ones I'm going to attend and everything else. I don't think I'd got that far yet to the end of June. So, because my daughter comes home from uni at the end of next month, so that's at the that's the forefront of my mind at the moment.
Which uni is she at?
Portsmouth. So yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare.
And how long is she home for?
Yeah.
September.
Yeah. Portsmouth's a lovely place. My son went to Southampton.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's just a nightmare getting there. There's no direct route, so
it's not motorways or anything.
No, it takes forever to get there. So I'll have to book it when we finish here.
Yes.
So thank you, ladies, for coming in. So where can we find you, Netty? You're in Bude?
We're in Bude on the High Street, literally opposite what's called the Triangle, just up from Barclays Bank, and we're also available online. At budeful.com. And also we're building a community around Budeful, which is called budeful.life. So keep your eyes peeled for that, because there's a lot more coming, a lot more work behind the scenes. But yes, we're available in our store and online.
And Jo? Cornovii Silver?
Cornovii Silver. So I'm on Facebook, Insta, and obviously online at cornoviisilver.co.uk. But also I'm just launching my Pinterest page. So again, I'm about to start putting lots of sparkly lovelies on the internet through Pinterest.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about the social media. We're on all of those as well.
Just use Google, we'll find you.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Debbie.
Yeah, lovely
Thanks for having
to
us.
learn a little bit more about where you're going and what you're doing. And yeah, I'll have to have a look. Some nice jewellery. My hubby's not going to... Dan's not listening to this. Not listening to this one. So thank you guys for joining us today, and I will see you on the next podcast. Bye-bye.